Hi, I'm Annie with ByAnnie.com and Patterns by Annie. In this video, I will share some tips for using ByAnnie's magnetic snap sets and how to best attach them in your projects. ByAnnie's magnetic snaps make sturdy closures for purses, bags, and more. Attaching the magnets by sewing creates a professional-looking closure, but you don't need any special tools, and there's no need to make holes in your project. You will love the nearly invisible results that you can achieve with these easy-to-install magnets. ByAnnie's magnetic snap sets are packaged in sets of 2 in a reusable plastic case. The magnets themselves measure 14 millimeters or about 5/8 inch across and are enclosed in a flexible vinyl sleeve that measures just under 1 1/4 inches square. This sleeve enables you to sew the magnet in place, so you don't need to make any holes in your project or use any special tools. Each set of magnets includes one positive side, marked with a plus in the corner of the vinyl sleeve, and one negative side, marked with a minus in the corner of the sleeve. Be sure that you install the magnets in sets so that you are matching a positive to a negative. If you are trying to attach 2 sides of the same polarity, they will repel rather than attract each other. ByAnnie's magnetic snaps have a wrong side, which is marked with a ByAnnie logo or a dot, and a right side, which is flat and has no markings. For maximum strength, the magnets must be attached with the right or flat sides together. If you put the wrong sides together, they will stick, but not nearly as strongly. All ByAnnie patterns that include magnets will be very specific as to how to position the pieces, so be sure to follow the pattern instructions carefully and to test placement before final attachment. ByAnnie sew-in magnets are very strong, so strong that they can tear through the vinyl sleeve if you aren't careful. When separating them, we suggest that you slide the pieces apart rather than pulling them apart. To prolong wear, we also recommend covering the magnets with interfacing and facings. We'll cover some tips for that next. As we've worked with these handy snaps, we've learned some important lessons. Let's talk now about how to attach these magnets to ensure best results and prolong wear. When using a magnetic snap to close a bag, it is important that the 2 pieces line up. So all of our patterns will give specific measurements for positioning the positive and negative pieces to ensure that the magnets meet perfectly to properly close the flap. For instance, on this bag, a magnet is used to close the flap on the front pocket. The pattern directs you to mark horizontal and vertical lines to create boxes on both the pocket and the flap. The magnets will be positioned inside the marked boxes for a perfect fit. It would be really difficult to hold these magnets in place with a pin, so we suggest using a washable glue stick to hold each piece in place. One quick swish is all you need. Then just stitch 1/8 inch from the edge all the way around each magnet. To prolong wear, we also recommend covering the magnets with interfacing and facings. For instance, once you've stitched the magnet in place, we recommend stitching a small square of interfacing or fabric over the magnet, sewing about 1/4 inch from the edge of the magnet. If using fusible interfacing, I prefer to put the fusible side down. But since ironing can compromise the vinyl sleeve on the magnet, be sure to sew rather than fuse the cover in place. Switching to a zipper foot may allow you to stitch closer to the magnet. This extra round of stitching helps secure the magnet and also holds the magnet in place should the vinyl sleeve be compromised. If you're stitching on fabric stabilized with Soft and Stable, you shouldn't have any trouble with the magnet sticking to the stitch plate. If your sewing machine has a metal stitch plate and you're stitching through just interfaced fabric, however, you may find that the magnet wants to stick to the stitch plate as you sew. Giving it a gentle nudge or sliding something like an old credit card between the magnet and the stitch plate helps to break the attraction. Depending on the project, there are a variety of ways that the magnets are attached. We may sew them directly to the bag, or we may attach the magnet to a facing in order to avoid stitching lines showing on the outside. All by Annie patterns will give complete instructions for placement, how to cover, and order of stitching. It's easy to achieve a professional-looking closure without special tools using by Annie's sew-in magnetic snaps. We can't wait to see what you make and how you use by Annie's sew-in magnets in your projects, so be sure to share pictures of your finished projects with us. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube by using @PatternsByAnnie. And be sure to tag us in your posts, too. You may also submit photos to our photo contest through our website. If you liked this video, please give us some feedback by clicking on the like button below. Remember to hit the subscribe button too, so you are sure to be notified when we post new videos. Our techniques are continually evolving, and we learn something new every day. We love sharing what we learn with you. Thank you so much for watching. Happy stitching!